Hello, dear students. Today we shall speak about grammar. Open your books at page 90, exercise 1. Countable, uncountable, and quantifiers. Exercise 1. We are to read the theory and say the examples in our language. Countable. Countable nouns are nouns we can count. For example, an orange or one orange, two oranges. Uncountable. Uncountable nouns are nouns we can't count. For example, some milk. We cannot say a milk, two milks. With countable nouns, we can use how many. For example, how many lemons do you need? Not many. With uncountable nouns, we can use how much. For example, how much sugar is there? Not much. In negative sentences, we can use many with countable, much with uncountable. For example, there aren't many carrots, or we haven't got much rice. A lot of or lots of we can use with both countable and uncountable. For example, there are a lot of eggs in the fridge, or we have got a lot of milk. Let's make a milkshake. As some, we can use a few with countable, there are only a few, and a little with uncountable. We've only got a little. As almost no, very few with countable, there are very few apples, and very little with uncountable, there is very little milk. Any we can use in interrogative sentences. For example, are there any apples? Or is there any milk? In negative sentence, we can use the words any with negative verbs. For example, we haven't got any bananas or there isn't any orange juice. Or no, for example, we have no tomatoes, there is no sugar. Now we are to define which of these words we can use in affirmative sentences. Let's check. There are some, a few, a lot of, lots of, no, a little, and one. In negative sentences, many, much, any. In questions, how many, how much, any. Now let's listen to some more examples.
How many strawberries are there in the bowl?
There are too many strawberries in the bowl. There are a lot of strawberries in the bowl. There are lots of strawberries in the bowl. There are some strawberries in the bowl. There are a few strawberries in the bowl. There are not many strawberries in the bowl. There are very few strawberries in the bowl. There aren't any strawberries in the bowl. There are none.
How much honey is there in the jar?
There is too much honey in the jar. There is a lot of honey in the jar. There is lots of honey in the jar. There is some honey in the jar. There is a little honey in the jar. There is not much honey in the jar. There is very little honey in the jar. There isn't any honey in the jar. There is none.
In exercise 2, you are to choose the correct words. For example, is there any pasta in the cupboard? Don't eat too much chocolate. You are to finish this exercise yourselves. In exercise 3, you are to list the words under the headings. Let's look at them. Meat, dairy, fruit and vegetables, desserts, drinks, dishes, other. For example, sugar, other, burger, dishes. ice cream, desserts. Now you have to finish this exercise yourselves. In exercise 4, you have to read the dialogue and complete it with the much, many, a, and some, any. I'm hungry. Would you like some chicken? Not really. Have you got any eggs? You are also to finish this exercise yourselves.